Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, The Grease Trap. Pull out your dicks, get ready to fap. It's time for your favorite show, Grease Trap.
Welcome to fucking Grease Trap.
Why are you guys so kicked back, man? I'm sitting straight up, ready to do the show. And the two of you just look all comfy and shit. Like, look at TJ. He looks like he's ready to go to sleep.
I think he is asleep, dude.
I'm sitting up straight. I'm bright-eyed. I'm bushy-tailed. Just kidding. I'm a lazy fuck, too.
Yeah.
I'm kicked back, too. This is, we were talking about before the Grease Trap. Like, this is the position that me and TJ basically want to be on when we're doing the show. But it makes us look like horrible, like fucking shit demons sitting on a log or something. Look at us. Honestly, like I could do the whole show. See, this is why. And you guys fucking at every turn, you shit on me, dude. You guys know I brought up a million times in this podcast. I was like, we don't even need to be on the screen, dude. Fuck this camera shit. We're a podcast. Let's just do an audio show and the visuals can be what we're talking about. You guys are like, no, we need cams, Paul. People want to see us, Paul. People like to see us, Paul. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at what's become of us now.
What have I become?
Yeah, dude, I think Paul advocated actually was like, dude, the massage podcast. We all get massages and talk about whatever the issue is. And we're like, that's just comfortable.
Think how cheap our set could be if we didn't have cameras. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the idea for the set was 3 massage tables. We had 3 different masseuses. Obviously, we get our preferred masseuse person on company expense, of course. And we just do the show, like laying down, like, okay, let me tell you another thing about fucking the bubonic plague. A little to the left.
I'm going to game the system, though, and I'm going to give myself a massage and draw that extra paycheck. I'm going to be like, my chosen masseuse is me.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Well, since your chosen masseuse is you, the company can only allocate $1.
What? My massages are worth more than a fucking dollar.
$1.25.
Spoken like a man that's never received a Paul massage, dude. I work people over. I do the elbow and the whole nine, dude. I get
take your word for it.
Get in there, fucking elbow, make you squirm.
Pulsage.
No, Paul's a pretty.
This chair is actually not that great to lean back in,
dude. I can imagine if he put his weight on you, you'd feel it.
I can crack backs pretty good too. I can do that shit where you lay on your stomach and like I surprise you with the.
Yeah, that's always good.
I'm good at that shit. Like I know how to push up and in, so you get that good little like mid back crack that you can never get. Dude, I'm the back.
I got all the pops. Foam roller, dude. The foam fucking roller. You can get pretty much any pop you want.
Dude, that fucking shit. I do that shit every night. And I start at my like, you know, up high and I roll back and it's just like crack, 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 crack. It's like, oh. I'll do it right now. Can I go do the foam roller during the show? I bet I could.
Go ahead. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, why not? Do the foam roller.
Do it.
Do the fucking foam roller.
Do the roll.
Only roll Paul's got is a bunch of fucking fat rolls. You know what I'm saying, TJ?
Yeah, I need a taller chair. That's what I need. My fucking stupid ass giant torso makes it to where my head just goes right over the edge.
I told you, get this fucking chair right here, dude. I already told you, man. I've already told you so many fucking times. You get Tiger Bomb, didn't listen. Get a better chair, didn't fucking listen. Get a better oh, well, I mean, I think who told you that? I forget who told you that. But you can't really fix that one. But the other 2 things you can totally fucking fix.
Yeah.
You can fix your thing. You can get some good shit for your neck.
The Tiger Bomb, I was told it would be too much. And you know what? The Icy Hot was too much.
So told you it was going to be too much.
Chelsea. She
was wrong, dude. I'm sorry. I have this African botanical clay or I have Tiger Bomb and I put it on my neck every time it hurts. And dude, that shit, it's better. Like I'm telling you, one fucking day and my neck feels better.
Damn.
You didn't fucking listen, TJ. Now, TJ, look, I understand what happened there. You know, you're married to Chelsea. You got to listen to her. But you got to go behind her back and be like, you know what? I fucking did some research, and the research said that I need to do this. And I respect your opinion, and I value your opinion, and I'm not even disagreeing with you, but I just want to go this way because my neck is still in so much pain, baby. Please, please.
Yeah, I put on that icy hot, and like it felt better for a while, and then it started like burning me, and then my skin turned all red. So I don't know.
Nah, dude, I don't do icy hot, man. Icy hot, no. You can't do icy hot. I'm telling you, dude. Tiger Balm. There's another one. I'll send you a link to it, man. You get the shit I'm talking about. It's not gonna give you like, dude. I have sensitive ass skin. My neck doesn't turn red when I put that on there.
You guys can't see me, but I'm on the ground right now with my roller, dude. I'm doing it.
Feel.
I think you'll be able to hear it, but oh Jesus! Here we go.
In those pops. Oh, dude, if we only could make Paul's back, dude.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
You got a foam roller, right?
Yep.
Man, you need to be getting on that shit every day.
Yeah, I don't really like I don't like the foam roller. It doesn't pop my shit.
If you kept doing it, it would, man. I'm telling you.
It don't pop my shit. I'm telling you, man.
Let me see. I gotta see how you're doing it, man. You're probably doing it fucking.
Well, I can't do it right now with my neck, but.
Oh man, see that's your problem, dude. Oh, I need to baby my neck. The only way your neck's gonna get stronger, you gotta work your fucking neck out, dude. You gotta be doing neck exercises and shit. You gotta be doing neck stretches. You can't be sitting around going, oh man, baby my neck.
Or at least
No.
Kick back in that chair, TJ.
No, I need to baby it. That's my method.
Don't just fucking baby shit. That's why your back fucking took like 6 months to get better because you were I need to baby it. No, I don't baby shit when it comes to that, dude. I just keep fucking going. And you don't hear me coming every day and go, oh, TJ, guy, necky hurt. Can't do showy. You don't see me doing that, do you?
Yeah, because your neck is fine.
No, necky hurty. Ow, ow, ow. I'd be like, look, if you would follow my advice, TJ, you'd be better by now. That's why, you know what? I think you don't think you want to follow my advice. You don't want to get better, TJ. You want to remain sick, fat, and overweight.
Yeah.
Where you feel comfortable, TJ. Because you know what? I don't think you're able to confront the fact that what if you were like feeling good, in good shape, spirits lifted, full of energy? I don't think you want to be that, TJ.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
See, there you go.
It
sounds horrible not to be in constant pain and suffering.
You know, the thing is, because I had to lay down so much for my neck yesterday, my neck did get a lot better, but my back wasn't properly supported, so my back hurts. So,
fucking told you, dude. You can't beat this shit by laying around.
One thing leads to another, TJ.
Yeah, but it did make my neck feel better. So,
I think Paul's going to lay down himself now. TJ, you've stressed him out so much. He needs to sit down or lay down.
I'll tell you what. Yesterday, I couldn't do this. So my neck's better. So you're wrong. It's working.
You probably shouldn't like that's that old doctor's thing. Like, doc, it hurts when I do this.
Yeah.
And stop doing that.
Well, yeah, but that's why yesterday I wasn't doing that, but today I can. So, you know.
Got a little rain. What about the other way though?
Oh yeah.
The other side. Front. Nod forward.
Nod. Good neck stretch. How about this?
So yeah, I can do it all. I mean, I have the motion back. It's really tight though. I'll say that. It's really fucking tight, but it doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, you know what that is? Your muscles are getting fucking like your muscles are ultra tight because you're probably doing something to your neck too much. You need to put your head back more. And you need to stretch your neck out. Your neck muscles are too fucking tight, TJ. You're putting them in a position that they shouldn't be in.
I think this is all because of my diet, honestly. I think something in my diet is fucking up my body. Because, you know, like my knees, I went on this diet. All of a sudden, my knees started hurting. My neck got weak, you know? I don't know what's going on. Not getting enough protein or something.
Not getting enough fucking sugar and bullshit in your diet is the problem.
You better go back. You just better stop the diet, TJ. It's time to walk it back. Clearly, your body is telling you.
No, I'm sure it'll adjust and all. I mean, and you know, actually, yesterday was pretty good for my diet because being bedridden, I couldn't get to like my snacks and stuff. So, so I actually did pretty good weight loss wise yesterday.
On a normal day, though, when you're not bedridden, how are you doing?
Reasonable. I mean, I'm on my calorie limit, you know. So
let's like walk through what you're eating every day. Like, what's a typical day for TJ?
Fuck, I don't know. I could go through
like a protein smoothie or something, TJ.
I guess I could. I mean, I'm keeping track of it, so I guess I could. I mean, a lot of times
tracking it. He's been tracking it. So I guess he's Paul. Are you tracking your food, or are you just kind of like?
I don't calorie count. Like I never have. I do sensible portions, and I know when I'm eating too much. So I just I portion.
Like you're not standing in the kitchen snacking. You're like, I gotta eat this, and I'm done.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So yesterday I had or wait, yes, no, not yesterday, because yesterday I didn't keep track because I was just too fucked up. But
You hardly ate anything anyways.
yeah, I didn't eat much. So on the day before that, July 29th, I had a banana. I did not stick it in my ass. I actually stuck it in my mouth.
Orally.
Okay. I was going to ask orally or anally, but okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I mean, they're both valid ways.
I had 2 of those Sargento balanced breaks, which are like little portion controlled trays of like snack foods.
Yeah, I know.
I had a
Like
peanut butter
meat and cheese.
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on fucking wheat bread or whatever the fuck.
That sounds gross, to be honest with you.
It's not too bad. I had one of those little yogurt things. I had stuffed portobello mushrooms and sweet
That's not
potatoes for dinner.
How are they cooked?
They're cooked in the oven. Broiled.
Okay, that's
They're
not bad,
broiled
then.
in the oven.
Butter.
And then I had 450 calories of miscellaneous stuff that I don't remember what it was, because like sometimes it's just easier to just like.
So what was your total?
The total calories for the day, 1,789.
That's not bad.
My budget is like 2,362 right now, so. But that's going to go down again because I lost more weight since then. So, but yeah, whatever. So that was a typical day, I guess. So not too bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Although, I will say the one thing I miss is I cannot feel full on healthy food. Like no matter how much of it I eat, like I could sit there and sit there and just pound back. Like I'll just eat fucking endless goddamn apples and whatever the fuck else, and I'll still just there's no feeling full. It just doesn't happen.
That
Like,
shit works with me.
Unless
Like,
you get some like biscuits and gravy or something, you ain't gonna feel full, or at least I'm not.
That shit works for me, man. I bought a big head of fucking broccoli, a big head of cauliflower, and some carrots and shit, and I just kind of chopped them up and put them in a bowl.
Yeah,
and made some of that like low fat ranch dip to dip them in and shit. And dude, if I'm feeling hungry between meals and shit, I just grab a fistful of that shit.
Yeah.
And like you could basically eat fucking cauliflower and broccoli all goddamn day long. And
yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: do you guys like vinegar? Like, do you like vinegary foods?
I like vinegar.
I eat a lot of salads now, and I use balsamic on my salads.
Dude, what you can do is you chop up some vegetables and you just put and you get some like white vinegar and you just toss it in there and you get some salt and pepper and mix it up. You pretty good in my opinion. If you like vinegary stuff.
Yeah. Well, what I'll usually use like a hummus for a dip or whatever because it has like some substance to it and stuff. It is a little more caloric, but
Yeah, hummus got a lot of calories though.
it doesn't really have a lot, but
I like
Dude, enough of it, dude. If you eat as much as I eat, I got a problem with hummus, dude. I'll eat the whole fucking bowl of hummus.
yeah, hummus is pretty good.
Also made with a lot of oil. But yeah, I get that low fat sour cream or whatever the fuck, and one of those little packets that you make a dip. You know what I mean? Like a party dip thing. And that's what I'll dip my veggies in and shit when I'm eating.
Yeah, but I can't feel full on this fucking healthy shit.
Ah, man, that's your psychology, TJ.
No, it just you just don't get you don't get that fucking
something
good stick to your ribs kind of feel.
Oh, whatever. Stick to your ribs. Yeah, more like stick to your fucking fat blubbery ass, TJ.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you fucking legit truth here,
It's not a legit truth. See,
It is.
This is why Paul is can on you losing. If you want to know why, it's because he's not worried about the first week or two. He's worried about he's knowing your psychology of like, man, I can never really be full unless I eat bad food. That's the problem right there.
See, here's the thing: is I had to make the same piece.
I know you were partially joking, but like it's the excuses that creep in that are going to kill TJ. He's like, something about this diet make my knees hurt, make my neck weak. Like he's trying to think of reasons why he's got to go back.
I'm just reporting on what's actually happening. But here's the thing. The same way I had to do with the cigarettes, I just had to make my peace with the fact that this is horrible and that it's never going to be good. Like
honestly, once you get used to it, you won't care about it. Like
that's just not true. That's just not true at all.
No,
it's that line of thinking that actually leads me to fail this shit because I start to adopt that and then I keep waiting for the moment when it does. Oh yeah, it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. It never gets good, and then I'm like, fuck this. I just have to admit to myself, it's always gonna be bad. This is never gonna be fun. This food is always gonna be disgusting. I just have to commit myself to never being happy again. And then I'll be okay.
That's why you'll fail because eventually you'll say, fuck this.
No, it's your mentality that's led me to fail, you fucking asshole. Accepting that it's awful is what has led me to success. So that's what I'm doing.
I disagree. I think your relationship with food is the problem, and you're just saying it'll always be disgusting. I just have to accept it's just gonna be disgusting, and that's it. It's like I'm not saying it's gonna be as good as a fucking goddamn a huge plate of spaghetti and meatballs or a meatball sub or whatever the fuck it is you're craving.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, I'm not trying to make that argument. I'm just saying like you'll get used to eating these other foods.
I mean, I'm used to it. I'm as used to it as I'm ever gonna be. I'm as used to it as I'm ever going to be, is the reality of it. Because I've been on diets before, and the long haul, you know what happens is after like a month or two of dieting, it's just like, man, they told me it was going to get good. They told me I was going to feel better. None of it's happening. So that's when I quit.
See, like,
so I'm just accepting that it's never going to get better. And then if it does get better, hey, what a surprise. But if it doesn't, I'm already prepared for that. So
it's the total denial of your fucking instinct that's not going to allow you to change your relationship with food, though. That's the problem. Like, you got to find healthy things that you like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a few things.
Or, like, get to the point where you can have the unhealthy things, but a portion of it that isn't, like here's an example, right? Day before yesterday, me and Amelia were tired. Neither one of us felt like cooking. So I ordered a Papa John's pizza. Now I got a veggie pie.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
We got it delivered.
Well, look, I've done stuff like that before. You know?
I had 2 slices for dinner.
Sure.
And then the next day we had over half a pizza left. Usually before I was dieting and shit, I would order 2 pizzas and I'd eat half of a large on my own and she'd have pizza. So I had 2 slices of pizza. I was full. That was my dinner. The next day I had a single cold slice of that pizza for lunch. You know what I mean? I got to eat shit that I liked 2 days in a row, but I never went over my fucking calories.
Right. Yeah, I got you. I mean, look, I've done stuff like that. I mean, there have been days when I've been like, okay, I'm going to get a foot-long chili cheese coney from Sonic, and that's like 870 calories. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have to be really fucking strict on myself the rest of the day to not go over my calorie limit. So, I mean, I know about that kind of shit. I mean, I'll do it sometimes.
What about like, because this is something that me and Amelia are going to start trying. Like, what about like splitting food?
Like, get a meal and then split the meal so you control your portions that way.
We order from like a lot of places especially during the fucking pandemic. I've become like a DoorDash.
Yeah.
I'm putting the entire company on my own. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
I get you.
Dude.
And, but like, you know, we'll order these meals from DoorDash and they send a ton, like a fuck ton of food. And I'm sitting there in front of this big trough and she's got a big trough and both of it looks good. And so we were talking the other night about like, why don't we just try like ordering one of those? And we'll split it up. We'll put it on 2 different plates or whatever, and we'll eat that, and we'll see if we're full. And if we are, then we've just effectively like cut in half what we were eating.
Dude, if you order from certain places, I can tell you, especially in this state, that will 100% work, Paul. Some of the dishes they give you, dude, are 2,000
I know, they're
calories.
crazy.
You guys split the dish in half. You guys still eat about 800 calories a piece.
Dude, we order from this Mexican joint called Los Sombreros that's over here. It's pretty good. Like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know what I mean? But they're fucking portion size. Like if you get a burrito there, it's like a huge like pound, 2.5 pounds.
It's like the size of a house, basically.
Right, and then they send you a giant bag of chips. And salsa, and it's got a big like ocean of fucking refried beans and a big mound of fucking Mexican rice, right? And it's probably 2,000 calories, you know, when you get something like that. But if you've been good all day, which I don't really eat big meals all day, I eat little bits until dinner, and then dinner's usually my biggest meal.
Yeah.
And so if I eat half of that, you know, if I'm getting 500 calories or whatever the fuck of food instead of 1,000, then it's not that big a deal, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. Oh man, yesterday I got these T-bones, right? These T-bone steaks.
Yeah.
I was gonna cook those up, and so I look up this recipe on how to do it because I never really cooked a T-bone before. And the recipe I fucking looked up, it was supposed to fucking bring them out medium rare, but those motherfuckers were like well done, which is like a shame and shit. But anyway, I was sitting there chewing this like.
T-bone is like the worst steak to overdo.
I know, too.
I know.
So it's just like I'm just sitting there like chewing this redundant piece of shit. It was so bad. And Chelsea Chelsea's eating it and she's like, so like, have you lost your passion for cooking? I'm like, oh my God, the steak's so bad. I'm being asked that question. It's like
I said like yes.
I just got a bad fucking recipe, man. It told me to do some shit that I never should have done.
How you talking about the fucking T-bone? And a lot of people don't realize this.
Yeah.
Paul, you probably do because I know you love steaks a lot. Man, it is so fucking easy to overcook a fucking T-bone. You would not believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
I believe it. It happened to me just yesterday.
Because you got a fat fucking sirloin or a fillet or whatever, man. Like those things will take a little while to cook, and the outside will sear way before the inside. But a T-bone, just like the way it usually sits,
is a way more muscular piece of meat, and it has less intermuscular fat, and so it cooks quick. But you cook it the same way, dude. Any steak, you cook basically the same fucking way, dude.
What timing?
It's you cast iron grill it. You sear on the cast iron grill super hot using a low smoke point or a high smoke point oil like fucking canola or whatever. You get that in there, some butter in the pan, and you fucking sear that steak on all sides, even the edges. Like you've got to sear off, you got to turn it up on its side, sear your edges of the T-bone. You get a good sear on it, and then you put that whole fucking pan in the fucking oven.
Right.
Throw a little butter in the pan and let that fucking, and then every like minute and a half you go in and butter baste.
Yeah.
And then after about 5 minutes, you flip and you butter baste and you butter baste. And after about 10 minutes in a fucking 350 oven, you're going to have a rare steak. So
yeah. See, so the recipe I looked up told me to do it in a fucking, put it 6 minutes in a 450 oven and it's going to be fucking perfect. I'm like, all right, cool. And then it came out, I'm like, yeah, you check the center temperature. It should be 120. I'm like, all right, sick. And I put my fucking thing in the center. It's like 170. I'm like, oh my God.
No, dude.
Oh man, fuck me, dude.
They done bamboozled you, TJ.
Bamboozled.
120 in the center. That's basically like fucking rare.
120 in the center was supposed to be medium. It's supposed to be mid rare, but it was 170 in the center. I'm like, fuck this. This is gonna be overcooked as shit. This is gonna be fucking, and it was all chewy and horrible.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I had to douse that motherfucker in A1.
Maybe I'll set up my like arm and do like a ideology where I cook them steaks because I've had a couple steaks in the freezer that I've been meaning to.
Hell yeah.
And the good thing about steaks is too, like if you have them frozen, you can cook them from frozen. Like you don't even have to defrost a steak. Like if you're cooking it the way I do, you can fucking do it exactly like I'm talking about. You can fucking put the frozen steak right in the fucking pan with the oil and brown it. And you just have to allot for the fact that it's going to take a little bit more time to cook.
Well, yeah, of course.
But it totally works.
Gotcha. Well, that's pretty dope. But yeah, mine turned out like shit. But whatever. Next time will be better.
Damn, TJ. Damn.
Tell you what, those stuffed mushrooms the other night were pretty fucking good, though. Pretty damn good.
Some lame stuffed mushrooms, TJ. Fuck that shit.
They were pretty good. Dude, I tell you what, the way I do my stuffed mushrooms, they're pretty fucking dope, dude. That's a good ass stuffed mushroom.
TJ.
What mushrooms do you use? Like portobellos?
Portobellos, yeah.
Yeah, portobellos.
Big old fucking portobello cat stuff with all kinds of shit.
And TJ only cooked one time. I've been impressed. What the fuck was that you made? You made it with some casserole or something you made that was really fucking good. I was actually surprised. A lot of the shit you made, TJ, can't say I'm too impressed, man.
Yeah.
You made a casserole that was really fucking good. I gotta give you. Oh, the banana pudding too.
Yeah.
I've been genuinely impressed with like 99% of the shit that TJ has cooked. There was one time where I was like, "This is okay," but it can be done better. It was when we had biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying your biscuits and gravy were bad, but they were a little too salty and a little too watery for me.
Yeah.
Like
TJ does tend to oversalt, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were like, just a hair to the point where it's like, ugh, this is way salty. And the fucking, it didn't thicken up enough, so it was like watery.
Yeah, need a little more flour in that.
Yeah, that wasn't. You gotta fucking you gotta get that gravy just right, and that wasn't the best time for me.
Gravy's tough, dude. Gravy's
she's a rough mistress because you gotta really babysit that gravy and just like pamper it and get it just where it needs to be and stuff. And
well, the biscuits, I mean, dude, look, making a biscuit shouldn't be too hard for anybody, but the gravy, that's what I'd put all my energy in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't attempted biscuits and gravy yet, TJ, but you know what? If I did, I'd destroy your biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy would be like, what the fuck is it? Or they'd have an existential crisis.
I've had biscuits and gravy with homemade biscuits and shit too, and I got to be honest with you, like, yeah, it adds a little something, but if like Pillsbury Grands are just as good if the gravy's on point.
Well, ain't no one there for the biscuit; they're there for the gravy.
Right.
You know,
so that's why I don't fuck with no fucking homemade biscuit for that.
Yeah, I don't care about that either.
Yeah, I'll tell you though, dude.
Now, if we're just talking about serving a biscuit on with some butter or something, yeah, then maybe we'll go homemade biscuit because it's going to make a difference then. But as far as biscuits and gravy goes, like it might make a little difference, but it ain't going to make that big a difference.
Well, if we ever have a biscuits and gravy cook off, I know I'm making my own goddamn biscuits because it does kick it up a fucking notch, dude.
Well, sure. If you're entering a contest, you got everything you can to fucking.
Oh no, I actually have ones I know exactly the brand I would buy. I do not have to even go homemade. I'd still beat y'all.
All right.
Either that or I'd buy some of them that Cheddar Bay biscuit mix and make those with my biscuits and gravy and blow you guys out of the water because
no, I got a better biscuit than even that, Paul. Look.
A better biscuit than the Cheddar Bay Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Now, you know another thing.
Shit though, because it might be a competition.
Another thing with that fucking biscuits and gravy though too is I couldn't find the fucking sausage I normally use for it, so that kind of fucked me up a little bit too.
A lot of excuses.
You use?
What's that?
What kind do you usually use in yours?
Usually I get the one with it's kind of hard to find sometimes. It's like the Jimmy Dean's with the sage already like in the sausage.
Let me tell you, this area actually does one of the rare things it has a glut of is great sausage collections. And like there's like Winn-Dixie in this area because I believe I buy a lot of fucking meat. That is the best area to get sausage. You know, you can get something that'll blow Jimmy Dean out of the fucking water.
Right.
Saya, they'll fucking hook you up a fucking like you can go into Saya's and they'll make you a custom sausage right there.
Cool. Yeah, like except I don't go in anywhere anymore, so I can't do any of that.
I guess there's that.
I'm too scared. I don't go in.
You can call them up. And
I have not been inside of a grocery store in how many months has this been going on? So however long it's been going on.
But there's all these like meat in Louisiana is actually really good. There's these crazy like when we went and visited Amelia's uncle, she told us or he told us about this like little fucking backwater smokehouse where you can like take them a big cut of meat that you've bought and leave it with them, and they'll call you in a couple of days when it's smoked to fucking perfection, and you pay them like $20 or something.
That's awesome.
That's a deal, dude. That is a fucking deal.
See, I hate not being able to do my own shopping anymore because they can't you know, you just can't trust these motherfuckers at Instacart or whatever to get you with the right shit all the time. They fucking just get whatever they fuck.
You can't blame them. They don't know what the fuck you want. They're doing.
I know, but you know, fuck them. You know what? I had one fucking. You know why? You know what it is? I'm spoiled because there was a dude that used to fucking do my Instacart shopping all the time. It was fucking so good.
Oh,
and he would call like everything that if he fucking like if they didn't have if he couldn't find what they had, he would like go ask the people and he would like fucking get like recommendations and he'd present me with options and all this other shit and he'd call me and like be like, hey, they don't have this but they have this and this and this and the person recommended this one and said this is most like this, blah 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 blah. Super fucking like professional. He was like
fucking doing his job 100%.
Well, no, I think he had some kind of like OCD or like mental disorder or something, but it was a mental disorder that really lent him to being great at being an Instacart dude. And I haven't had him in a while, and now there's all these fucking like people who are just doing it because coronavirus or whatever, and they suck.
Dude,
and they make retarded decisions, and it's just like horrible.
We have like I think we have differing fucking philosophies on Instacart because I've been using it a lot too. And I hate these motherfuckers that are like constantly, I couldn't find this exact thing. Would you like me to use this? And I got to say yes, or they won't move on. You know what I mean? So I'm basically shopping myself.
Oh, yeah.
Because guy is like can't just make a sub. Like I like an Instacart shopper that looks and sees, okay, he wants 2 cans of black beans, Goya brand. Oh, they're out of Goya. I'll grab these other black beans because I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
to buy Goya. Oh shit.
They're out of Sara Lee honey wheat bread. I'm gonna get the fucking Sara Lee cracked wheat bread.
You done this? Now, let me ask you a question. Because this is what I do, and I eliminate a lot of that. I pick replacements. If you go in through everything, I usually almost never get contact.
Sure. I mean, I'll pick some replacements and stuff too, but you know, like the fact of the matter is that if they can't find what I want and there's no replacement selected, I want to be consulted on that shit. I don't want them to just fucking, because you know what? Every time they ever fucking use their like, oh, I'll just use my intuition. It's wrong. So fuck that. I want them to basically be my little avatar out there in the world that I control.
So we see why this happens and some people that do this job and some don't. Because there's the TJs of the world and there's the Paul and Scotties of the world. It's like, leave us alone. And there's TJ like, no, I want to know everything and I want to know it fucking now.
The whole point of Instacart to me, other than being a safer way to get groceries during the fucking pandemic, is to not have to go through the acrimony of walking up and down the aisles and finding exactly what you want. And like, oh,
see, that's the problem. That's the difference, though, is I actually miss shopping. Like, I want to be in that store picking my own shit, but I can't be because well, I guess I could be, but I'm not going to do it because I'm scared of this fucking virus. So whatever.
People are always asking about like differences and shit we disagree on, dude. This is a big one. I fucking hate with a red hot fiery passion any kind of shopping. Clothes shopping.
See, I don't like clothes shopping.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably for the same reasons I don't, because it's hard to find shit that fits you.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, whatever. Like, it's people always ask me, like, man, why are you wearing that shirt or whatever? Like, you know, like if I had like a dorky ass shirt that says Pepsi on it or something, because I have that. I have a fucking Pepsi shirt.
Yeah, me too.
And people are like, why are you wearing that? It's like, because I will fucking literally wear any shirt that fucking fits my fucking fat ass, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, you've got even a worse.
Do you have any fucking idea how few shirts there are in fucking 3XLT size?
I can find plenty.
But I don't like fucking grocery shopping. I don't like the act of it, and I don't like being around other people while I'm doing it. I don't like showing up at the grocery store and finding out that it's busy because 90 other people came at the same time as me.
Well, that's why I would always go at like unpeak hour. Like I go at like fucking
dude, but sometimes you can't fucking like. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
you go at non-peak hours, right?
Yeah,
and there's less people there, and so the 40 people instead of the 120 people are now bottlenecked, just like the 120 people would be if there were 5 more cashiers.
What you got to do is you got to go right at the fucking end of the night. You got to plan it to where you're leaving the store just as it's closing, because then they're just like, get out, everybody out, come on.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
That's when you got to do it. That's when I always do it.
Too many retail jobs to know how the burning hatred of a person that walks in 5 minutes before close is so fucking.
Oh yeah,
real.
I don't give a shit if they hate me. They can hate me all they want.
See, if you'd had to work fucking retail where you're like trying to get the store closed so you can fucking go home and go to sleep already, and some fucking big fat bobblehead walks in 3 minutes before you can close the door.
It's gonna take an hour to fucking get their shit done.
And you're like, you've been there for fucking 10 hours already. You'd have a different perspective on it, I'm sure.
Hey, I mean, they can feel however they want to feel, but I'm gonna fucking shop at the most convenient time for me.
Dude, I remember working fucking construction with my stepdad, and like he sent us to this place. It was like a restaurant, and like the employees had to stay so long, and basically what it almost always was is a bunch of fucking businessmen would get drunk and sit at this fucking bar / restaurant like an hour and a half past closing, and like and all the like and they had people just like standing around. It's like, and like we can't leave until this guy finishes up, and these guys would just be drunk and singing and fucking yelling and doing everything. And TJ, like, see, here's the thing, Paul, is you be the guy waiting. Okay, can I go the fuck home? And TJ's the guy sitting in the chair going, another one.
We are the champions, my friend.
About we're being closed. The owners forbid us, like the managers, everyone. If we say anything about this, the stores, the restaurant is closed. It's time to close up. Like, can't do anything. They basically have to like, all right, here's your check, sir. And if they pay the check, then it's fine. If not, they have to keep serving them.
Dude, one time Steve took me on.
Let me try and explain to you. Let me just give you a scenario that happened fucking all the time at Starbucks, okay? Starbucks, the locks on the doors. I used to be the key holder at the store for most of the time that I was at Starbucks. I was the key holder. So I was going to be, if I was closing, I was the dude that locked the doors. The locks on the doors are electronically tied to the security system. So it logs when that fucking lock is engaged.
Sure.
So I can't close that store literally 1 minute before 10 p.m. or whatever our closing time is, right? But I also can't lock the door behind a customer. If that door locks and there's a log and then there's a sale to a customer after the door locks and then an unlock and a relock, I'm in trouble. So as long as there's a customer in my store, I can't close.
Yep.
So I got everything fucking broken down, cleaned. It's 9:59 and a gaggle of Karens walks in, right? Giant floppy order that's going to make me dirty.
Oh, God.
And just as I'm finishing them, a group of fucking teenagers walks in and goes, oh, no, they're still open. Caramel Frappuccino. It's fucking 11:30 before I get to go home.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it so much.
You love it because you've never had a fucking deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying today. You love it because you weren't in Paul's position. You're in the position of fucking assholes.
fucking time, you would hate every human being on the planet so intensely.
I already do. But and that's why I don't care. So anyway, check it out.
There you go.
I was fucking.
Well, you must not. You clearly must not give a shit about them.
Well, you know what I won't do? I won't do that to anyone running a restaurant because I'm always afraid of them fucking with my food. So I won't do it in that situation.
You know what? Honestly, I don't think they would.
I don't know if they would or not, but I mean, I saw that movie, whatever the movie is, Waiting or whatever.
Hawk Loogie in one of those Karen's drinks. I mean, he did it. He was still ethical about it. He just hated them for making him.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I think it's different at a restaurant because they're way back where you can't even have a chance of seeing what they're doing. So I don't fuck with that.
Oh, you don't think they can fuck with your drink, dude?
I mean, they definitely could, but anyway.
Oh, come on, dude.
One time,
a million ways.
Hey, let me tell you something. I never once fucked with a person's drink. I'm dead honest about that. But there are a multitude of ways that I could have blown a snot rocket into any drink I wanted.
So don't fuck with people who are preparing food. But as far as a grocery store person that's just ringing you out, don't worry about that. But okay, check this out. One time, Sky, you were talking about you going with Steve to a place. I'm going to tell you a little brief story about me going with Steve to a restaurant.
Okay.
Because he had some job to do. He had like pressure wash the back of the fucking shit. Like he's supposed to pressure wash the parking lot. It was about like an hour-long job. We were over there for like 4 hours. And the reason why we're there for like 4 hours is because Steve literally fucking like fired up their whole kitchen and started like cooking up shit. And we just like, Steve was just like cooking burgers and all this crazy shit in their kitchen. Like, yeah, let's eat all their food. So he fucking like made this like feast and shit. And like every fucking few minutes we'd go out and like spray like a little bit. All right, now let's take a break. Let's eat another burger. You know what I mean?
Let me explain this to you, dude. That's the chemicals setting in.
Yeah, sure. Right. Of course.
That chemical to set in.
That needs time to set in there,
Look, do you want that pavement to be clean the right way or half-assed?
Dude, I remember one time Steve sent me out with like one of his dudes or whatever, and he's like, yeah, we got to go out here and do this. You just go replace this like thing or whatever. And it was like, I almost never did shit for Steve, but occasionally I did. So we went out there. I didn't do shit because there was like not a 2-person job. It was just a 1-dude job. This other dude like just does the whole job in like 10 minutes. And he looks at me. He's like, this took 2 hours. And I'm like, okay. Sure it did.
Well, Steve basically worked for some larger company. And I remember I was like, so Steve, are you paying me or is this company paying me? He's like, the company's paying you. I was like, oh man, I lied on my hours so bad. Then he's all like, Scotty would never do that. I'm like, Steve, I did that the entire fucking time. Like I worked maybe like a tenth of those hours max.
Man, I love it. All right. That's a show. 37 minutes, 24. Yeah, that's good. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. More Grease Trap. It's delicious. You know you want it. You know you love it. You know you need it. So, yeah. Eat that shit, motherfucker.
Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried.